Welcome to Reaper Suburban Homestead. I'm your boy Reaper. Today is, what is today? Friday, October the 3rd. It is currently 63 degrees. The high today is supposed to be 84. The low is 63. There's no chance of rain today. On the homestead, we are going to get a few things done. We're gonna always check the garden first thing. We have some compostable materials we need to compost. We're going to harvest some okra, and then we're going to get back to building a bed and fallen pines. I usually give my beds names. I haven't given the new ones names just yet. They'll come. But you know what? Let's go ahead and start off Flipper Ripper. We'll show what's up here. Some spider plants. Need to take some propagations from. She doing her thing out here. I got my fig out here. I've been trying to lazy man propagate. I don't even know if it's making it, honestly. I can't see. These glasses are tinted. I'm trying to see if that has any green color. I ain't looking too hot, honestly. We're gonna see. If it don't make it, it don't make it. It's actually kind of small. I should have babied it more. All right, blackberry. All right, here go our compostables. So we're gonna go ahead and start with taking the compostables to the compost. We're gonna put them in one of the worm towers. We're gonna put it in the worm tower in clay face. That was the one we emptied last. It's kind of chilly out here. I'm getting the chills. It's cold. It's cool. I'm gonna warm up once I start moving around. Got the loofahs. Cucumbers looking pretty good. The loofahs not looking bad at all. Growing pretty well. Keep finding more new loofahs with the ants on them. Ants have no chill. Mugwort. Everything's looking pretty good. Everything's looking pretty good. All right. Burr. Burr. Ouch. All right. The other day, we were treating the garden using Jadam microbial solution and Jadam liquid fertilizer. Now, I found out that I only need to make 10 gallons worth to cover the whole homestead. So the 20 that I made was way too much. But I left this out here. I didn't stream yesterday. Bruh, and it still doesn't look like it's Hey yo, what's good, gang? Look who just creeped in with automatic weapons. Let's go. What's good, gang? Hey, we should jump on some Alien Fire Teams Elite for real though. I ain't played that. Yo, I done picked it back up. But anyway, the JMS should be looking more pitiful than this. Like it's been past 48 hours. So I don't think I put enough food in here to feed the microbes to get the population as high as it can. But that's cool. We're gonna end up just pouring this into the compost. We've already treated the garden this week. Matter of fact, I treated it twice. I treated half of it with half a bucket, then I had to go run some errands, so I emptied it in the compost. So we're gonna end up emptying this. Football, not soccer. Everyone like for no reason. Like what? I don't even know what you're talking about. Sound like a hater. Smell like a hater. All right. Now in this bucket we have some Jadam liquid fertilizer, JLF, and it's just wild weeds or whatever you have that's green. Put in the bucket with some dechlorinated water, which is, you know, that bucket of water right there. Well, actually, it was that bucket. Uh, and I added some plant material, refilled it with water, and then I just went and got the little trenching shovel and grabbed a small little scoop of worm castings, compost from that white bag. Put it in here, stir it up. You like to give it. It's kind of chill now. It's chilly, but over the next week or so, the bacterias and the little microbes gonna start eating the plant material, and they'll start foaming up. That's always a sign of life. The foam and ooh, that stinks. Whew, the foam that's created. It's probably carbon dioxide. All right, we got that out the way. I need to empty this. We not about to right now. So all I'm gonna do, I'm not even gonna dilute this. It's just gonna go straight from here. I usually put it in the little can to kind of spread it out, but I'm not doing that. We're just gonna try to pour it from the bucket into the compost. We're gonna do that right now though. I got some other stuff planned. Oh, I'm just walking past and I'm not really looking. My boy Five, right. And you know, it's always a hater around, gang. He'll be alright. Life for no reason is first time here. It is what it is. So he hating for no reason, just like y'all liking for no reason. I fucks with it. Alright. We got some I got some ants on my feet. Always, bro. I'm always gonna find an ant standing right there over in the ants. Why they making a nest right there in the middle of our mall? But we have some, what is this, bok choy? Is that bok choy? Yeah, something that's been eaten on it. That's cool. It happens. Some kale. Got some grapes growing in this bed by mistake. Bro, these ants ain't leaving me alone. Hold on, people. Hold on. Half-ass got these ants off me. I must still be standing in them. Bruh, get off me. Get off me. Bok choy. Yeah, bok choy. Bok choy is like that, when we go get ramen, and I get that vegetarian ramen, and I don't know if you ever paid attention, but it's like some big green leaves that's in that ramen. That's usually bok choy. It's like a green, a kale, a collard green. Not quite, not quite as, I don't think it's quite as thin as a lettuce, but think more along the lines of greens, collard greens, mustard greens. It's on the thicker side. Do we say, if we grow enough of them, we will. Hopefully in the future, with us making these beds out here in Fallen Pines, we'll have some space to grow more stuff to sell. So, but yeah, we'll be. I don't know if we'll be selling the transplant. I'm not sure how many the queen made and if she put them all out here or not. Bro, these ants ain't got no chill this morning, bro. They are pissed at me. They mad because I ain't come out here yesterday. We got the banana mint. Uh, we got some period peppers that I got from Panda. Mine doing okay. His is like 3 times his size. But he also get like 40 hours of light a day. But that's cool. We're gonna keep them seeds and grow them next year. Now this is our callaloo, green amaranth. We already cut one flower head off of it and it grew some more. The seeds are like quinoa. The seeds come out of here. See that? Them little white things on my hand, those are the seeds. By my thumb. Probably not finishing developing yet because the plant is still green and not brown. Now this cayenne pepper ain't doing too hot either. It must be the location, I'm sure. This one look pretty peaceful. But we got it growing in some peppermint. What are these? Some beets, some kale. Yep, some kale. That looks like Swiss chard over there. I'm not sure what this is over here. What is this? Dwarf blue curled kale. All right, now we got our worm towel. We emptied this the other day, and then we started refilling it again. So we just use a shovel to scoop out all the finished compost. Leave a little bit at the bottom. I took the worms out as I came across them and put them back. Then we just filled it back up with compostable material, and that's gonna be pretty much it. So whenever I'm working in this bed, and I'm trimming up stuff, open the lid, drop them in there. There's gonna be at least one in all the beds, depending on the size of the bed. These beds are small, so Fallen Pines will probably have like 3. So we just hopefully ain't nothing plastic in here. As you can see, we keep our paper towels, used paper towels, and tubes actually. And we're just gonna put that in there. And I need to get another top. We're gonna just let that sit. We'll check it again in a few months. Now we're gonna check it again before the end, but not expecting it to be finished for a few months. All right. Let me see if we can get this stuff back up here. All right, fed the compost, fed the worm towel that's gonna feed the worms. And there was a lot of worms in there. No, didn't see any red worms. So we saw a bunch of night crawlers. All right, let's see what else we have here. I guess we left off over here, bro. I'm itch. Got me itching. All right, now we got the peppers. This is another cayenne. It gave us more peppers, but the squirrel enjoyed them. The squirrel enjoyed them. This is an Anaheim. It's giving us a couple. It didn't grow up in the best spot. Actually, it was growing on the other end down there. Um, that's why that empty spot is there. And it was just getting shaded out by the other ones. So I moved it over here to try to see if it can get more sunlight. Now I think this is this is a yellow chili. That's what this is. That's a yellow chili. Bro, the ants just dropped their pheromones on me now and all of them finding me. That's just trash. This is an Anaheim pepper. Got a few peppers on it. So we'll probably have a few of these at the market. We'll probably be selling with our okra. They decent size. Yeah, we'll be harvesting those. I'll be harvesting those today. Am I finna get them now or later? I'm probably gonna grab them later. Yeah. Yeah, probably in the evening when it cools off again. But yeah, they looking pretty good. Finally getting a few little bell peppers. The squirrel quit eating them. And as I say that, look at this. This branch is broken. So I think we might have lost some peppers. What happened? What happened? When did you break? That broke. So that's been a couple days ago by the look of this pepper. That one might be salvageable. This one, I don't care. Man, this is kind of soft. We're not gonna mess with this one. Hate that. I hate that. It happens though. Wait, let's see if we can put that in there. This is not really gonna stay in there. I hate that. Branch broke. Did the weight of this break it, or some squirrel or something? I don't know. But this is why we check the garden every day. You know what I'm saying? Because anything happens, everything happens. We're outside. All right. Damn, that's kind of disappointing. Pepper was getting pretty big. So same thing here. Gotta be careful. This one is leaning, as you can see. So, all right. Got a few banana peppers. All right. Got some serranos that are ready. Good deal. Good deal. And do we have any poblanos that are ready? Oh yeah. Yeah. Got some poblanos too. Yep. So we'll have some peppers at the market. Now we don't sell the peppers separately. We kind of just throw them in with bags of okra. We don't really have a lot of peppers, as you can see. One or two of each plant. All right, let's move. Sunning station. Got some serrano cuttings I took. Ooh, Shasta daisy, I think. And that looks like holy basil. Smells like, wait. No, that's just regular basil. All right, let's loop on around. Then we have some strawberries. That's what we were supposed to be doing yesterday, was propagating strawberries. But it rained the night before, and I thought it was going to be wet. It wasn't as wet as I thought it was going to be. Ginger's looking pretty good. Cosmos being all cosmosy and pretty in this time of year. Lemongrass back there behind this cosmo, just doing this thing. Some bergamot laying on the edge of the bed. Man, this holy basil is a monster. That's a monster. That's a monster. Ooh. Do I have any soil out here? I don't think so. Because this thing split. The wind split it a couple days ago when it's been a week or so ago now. So I'm gonna cut this off. One, to get this echinacea some room. Two, to make a plant out of this. Make another plant out of this. And if not, we'll harvest the leaves and the flower, make some tea. Got the patchouli. Patchouli looking all, let me get out the sun. Patchouli looking good. Ginger is huge. Look at that. Rosemary. Let me get this right, bro. Oregano. She's spreading all out. We'll be harvesting her pretty soon. And we got some clear sage that's been eaten. being eaten by something, more than likely slug. Need to start harvesting and stuff and drying it, making tinctures out of it. Not a fan of sage. I mean, other than dressing. Grapes are looking pretty good. Just harvested over a kilo of jalapenos. Let's go. Let's go, bruh. That's over 2 pounds, 2.2 pounds, I think a kilo is. That's good. And also planting 7 strawberry runners. Yeah, let's go, Lee. Let's go. Let's go. I still got to plant my runners, as you can see. Uh, Now, I don't know what's up with this. And we're going to end up adding some more soil, pop out the old ones, and then move some stuff around. We got plenty to choose from. And we got some that still have some runners on them. I have another kind of strawberry that's out there in the outer rim back there. Um, and I don't know what kind it is. I want to say it's an alpine. We tried to plant those from seeds, but didn't get anything. But we reuse our soil, so I think we put them back out there and they started to grow. So that's cool. So we'll have some sequoia strawberries, which is what we just showed, and I think alpine strawberries are the other one. We'll have those for sale, um, and be pretty much next year, next spring, and this spring coming up, I guess you call it spring 26. All right, so we got another worm tile in there. I haven't harvested that. We had some squash. Oh, this one here looks bad. Oh, squash vine boy got you, huh? That's cool. We ain't even gonna trip, buddy. Yeah. As you can see, right here is where the squash vine boy got into it and started to eat the stem. So we ain't even tripping. We just gonna do that, rip that up out of there, and then wiggle this up out of here. No, wait, hold on. My bad, people. I'm holding y'all as opposed to putting y'all in my little kangaroo pouch. Thought it was gonna be kind of quick, but that's just how it goes when you when you check in the garden. Or you can ignore everything and do what you say you're gonna do, or you can handle things. I choose to handle some things, like right then. Cause coming back to them, you know, may or may not. So for this, we put some food in the worm tile. We're gonna put this in the JLF bucket. Whatever nutrients are in squash leaves, because I know this was a yellow squash. We had a deformed one pop up. We're gonna just put that in there like that. Will this work better if I made the material smaller? Yes. Pretty much everything in nature works better. When you make it smaller, you pretty much increase the surface area. You give more surface area for the microbes to do their thing. But yeah, that's it. Put that in there like I said. Some non-chlorinated water, handful of leaf mold or compost, and you wait. The warmer it is, the faster it works too. I did, and I could have just put it in this worm tile here. Too lazy to move them 2 pots out the way. Oh, look at here. We got a little basil ready. This look like Thai basil with them purple stems. Smell like Thai. Wait, does it? It does smell like Thai basil. I don't think we got any more squash growing. I ain't really been looking, honestly. All right. Bruh, you got a kilogram. How big did your lamb? How big did your jalapeno pepper get? How big did it get to give you 2 pounds of peppers from one plant? I'd love to hear that. Oh, here's our other period pepper. It got a little bit taller, but we had okra planted in this bed, and just to have something in the ground growing, and we cut the okra back because we got a whole okra plot out there. And so we had a period right here, just finally getting some sun. Some grapes along the fence that I propagated. Trying to teach myself. I'm trying to learn grapes. Got some green Malabar spinach and got some red Malabar spinach. I like the Malabar spinach, honestly. Them small leaves taste good. They kind of mucilaginous, kind of like okra, but the small ones aren't as bad as the larger ones. And nah, I don't wash off stuff. I just flip it over, see if there's any bugs on there. Nah, I mean we eat it. People ask, you eat this stuff? Yeah, it's like okra, almost. It's kind of mucilaginous. The bigger leaves, more so than the smaller leaves. Y'all don't really want to see me eat. Another okra. Okra. Grape. That is a grape. Now here we have some okra. We have some ink rumen 1010 okra. It's called tree okra. It has a nice little shot behind it with the sun. Now, This plant started off pretty bad. That was the original top. It died. A side shoot popped up. I was so happy. It grew one pod. I ate that pod. It was good. And then it kind of looked bad. And I was like, oh my God, we ain't buy but one of these plants. So the rest of them, we just grew them for seed. We've already harvested one pod that's started to split open. So this look like damage from aphids. Yeah, look at that. Look at all them aphids. So anybody be like, you know what you do? You don't have that problem. And see the ants on there? The ants are farming the aphids. The ants are bringing the aphids on the plant. So the aphids produce honeydew, feed the ants. The ants protect the aphids. I usually spray them with like water, dishwashing liquid. But this year, this season, I mostly just been hitting them with the water hose, spraying them off the plant. I just hadn't done it in a while. Oh, got lettuces over here. Got lettuces over here. And look at this cayenne pepper. This one here looks good. The best looking one we have. I am gonna try to overwinter like all my peppers, at least one of all my peppers. Not that they are amazing peppers, just never really overwintered peppers before, and I want to get at a shot. I want to practice it so I can get better at it for when I actually really need it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that makes sense. All right, all right. That looks pretty good. We good up here. Let's start moving out. Let me make sure. Let me make sure. I don't know how much we're gonna get done. Now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, because I need to grab the chainsaw. It's time to. Well, we're gonna see. We're gonna see if we finna start cutting with the chainsaw, or if I need to finish digging trenches. All right, so look at it. We got all this from cutting down some trees a couple months ago. We decided to leave it, have them leave it. For a couple of reasons. One, it's cheaper. Two, we want to use the mulch. We're gonna rent a chipper shredder to put down mulch in these areas. You know, actually, I want to put it down between the beds. So I want to get it once we get the beds built, mostly built, and then in between the beds, we'll put down wood chips to keep the grass suppressed and to feed the ground, but mostly to keep the grass suppressed. All right, right here we have some peas. Yeah, I wish I remember which was which. One of them is I think these are a Cascadia pea, Cascadia snow pea, snap pea, Cascadia pea, and I think these are Snap Daddy snap peas. I want to say this looks like hay or grass and not a pea. Yeah. So they were planted like a day or two apart. So, but we do have growth. We do have some growth. Not bad. Not bad. Now the package said that these things can stay 2 inches apart. Usually I plant my stuff, I sow it 2 inches apart, and then I usually thin my peas back to 4 inches apart. That thing said that they'll grow at 2 inches apart, no problem, no thinning needed. I said, ha ha, we gonna see cut. I don't really believe it for real, but you know what I'm saying? We'll see. We gonna see. Oh, we passing the orchard. This part of the yard seems to get the most light. Um, Time is changing now, so even at this point, it's not fully in the sun, but the sun starts behind me, but it hits this corner over here, and then it kind of just the shade goes away, goes away, goes away. It's light, bam. But here we got Lucy lemon tree, and we have this is an avocado. This is a dwarf mulberry, which I'm need to be cutting on. Need to be pruning it up. Like all that at the bottom got to go. I just want that one main trunk. So I'll be cutting all that stuff out and trying to make some more trees out of that. Some pomegranates that we grew from seed a couple years ago. Um, One of them actually gave me a small little pomegranate that didn't make it last year, but that was before they died back to the ground. And all this growth is from this year. So we gonna see. I'm gonna do better by the trees. uh, I think I am gonna let them stay outside. I'm not sure about the avocados, so I'm gonna have to check to verify low temperatures. I don't think the avocado is gonna like it below 50. I think everything else we have, except for the lemon tree, the lemon trees ain't gonna like it either. Wait, let me verify. I think the lemon trees can deal with being below 50. They just not gonna deal with any kind of freezes. I have to verify that. But either way it go, I'm gonna let them stay outside. They just won't deal with any freezes this year. Anytime it freezes, we're gonna move them to the garage. Or by we, I mean me. Got another avocado, looking pretty good. Another avocado, another one of Lucy's kids. All these lemon trees were propagated from one tree. They were air layered from one tree I call Lucy. She was growing in our worm bin 3, 4 years ago. And that little green little stick, little 2-inch stick refused to die, even though I didn't water it. So I started taking care of it. And as it started to grow, the queen noticed that the leaves smelled like lemon because I had no clue what it was. I didn't even think about Googling it. And then we ended up with a lemon tree. Is it gonna produce lemons? I don't know. I gave one to my homeboy, and his had flowers on it, but he ended up going out of town and said it, they went there when he came back a week or two. So I'm thinking more like it will grow. I'm not sure what this is. We were told it was Egyptian. I'm finna lie. Egyptian amaranth, maybe? I can't remember. But that ain't what the name says. The name says it's something else. Can't remember right now. But it's a funny looking little plant. The queen called it a roach plant because it has a little thing look like a little roach antennae on the end of it. You ain't gonna be able to see it. Oh, here goes. Here's a big one. It might look better if I can. Can y'all see them little ears on my finger? She called them roach antenna. So it was small when they gave it to us. we kept it alive and seeing what it does. All right. This is the first bed we built in Fallen Pines. We planted some peas in there. Get some decent germination. Not great, but then again, those seeds were about a year old. Ooh, I think a year. Might have been longer. So that germination ain't great, but it ain't bad. What's gonna happen is the queen, you're gonna see, she has some peas over here in this container. Well, she has some peas beside the container that she wants to go in the container. And we were tripping on some soil. We need to make some more soil. So she thinks she said it was 9 of them. So I might just see how she feels about me popping 9 of them out to replace the ones that didn't germinate over here. And I'm gonna replant as well. They old seeds. I mean, might as well get rid of them. Might as well use them and see what pop. Now, with this particular bed, the peas we're growing, we want to eat, of course, we're growing. But the main reason that we're growing peas is because peas are a nitrogen fixer. We're really prepping this bed for the spring. The stuff we get out of this bed, this is the first time we grew anything in this bed. I mean, a month or so ago, it was like this. No, a month or so ago, it was like that. Then we tilled it. And then we grew it. Now, I really wanted to plant a cover crop, a nitrogen fixing cover crop. Uh, Something like clover, rape, vetch, something like that. But I was like, why spend money on a cover crop that you can't eat as opposed to trying to grow a nitrogen fixer that you can eat? Considering we're not really concerned with the production from this bed just yet, we decided to go that route. So we bought some rhizobium bacteria because for any plant that fixes nitrogen, that's a symbiotic relationship between that particular plant, the rhizobium bacteria, and the roots of that plant. Rhizobium bacteria in the soil. So we bought rhizobium bacteria, treated the seeds with it, and planted it. And so as they grow, I end up popping up one of them at some point to see if the plant actually has little nodules on the roots. Those nodules are filled with nitrogen. So as the plant grows, develops the nodules. We finish with the plant, cut the plant down, leave the roots in the soil. The soil life takes care of the roots, releasing all that nitrogen back into the soil. So come spring, it should be nitrogen rich and ready to gizzo. Yeah, you know what? Yes, but the issue is you are 100% right. Between using I'm a droid. Between using Pixel Google Lens and the picture of this app, it ain't gonna. I'm using my phone right now to stream, so that's gonna kill the stream. I'm sure if I tried that right now. But I think it was like a Indian East Indian Mallow East Indian Mallow maybe. But yes, you are exactly right. We're gonna have to hit that app up. I'm gonna forget again, but yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna hit that app up because it's not a name I say often. Now over here in the orchard we have some figs. This is a Beer's black fig. It didn't really grow that much this year, but next year we plan on putting them in the ground. This is the newest addition to the homestead, the LSU Gold fig. I want to get all the LSU figs. Now this one here, this one was like $40. I'm gonna be for real. I almost left that tree where it was, but I wanted it so bad. And the queen was like, you know what? You keep complaining. You see these trees for $30, $40, and you don't get them, but we don't see them that often. And I was like, you right. You right. So I think pretty much when I see them now, I'm gonna grab them. A LSU Gold, a purple, Scott's Black, strawberry. There's probably a couple more I'm forgetting. Tiger, LSU Tiger. I'm gonna try them out. Hopefully I can come across people who have some. I like to trade. You know what I'm saying? I have trees, I have seeds, they have trees, they have seeds. It's something we want from each other, right? We can barter this, right? Got an olive tree on the left, pomegranate on the right. Got my little stakes on where I call myself marking out the contour line. We're gonna try to put a swale in here to try to grow these trees on this swale and to collect water to store it in the ground before it leaves the property because all this slopes from this way going that way. So it slopes from the house to the edge of the property. All right, got another olive tree. I haven't started propagating this one just yet. This one was in this bucket before this one got put in that bucket, and you can see the growth difference. But we're gonna start propagating them too because I like to learn how to propagate things. We have this is another fig we got from Lowe's, the blue box store, the blue big box store. This is a Violet de Bordeaux. Never had all these figs anyway. I'm from the Delta. We've had the Delta figs, which are probably brown turkey or Celeste, probably Celeste. This is a white Marseille. This is just gonna be fodder. This is cut. I'm gonna take cuttings from this one to make more trees to try to get this to look like a tree. Like I don't know what this thing grew like, but I think we got it on. Matter of fact, I think it was a gift from Granny, or we got it on clearance. We usually try to find these trees on clearance at some store. All right, Lucid lemon tree, girl, you looking yellow. You ain't even green. You probably need some food. Wrong. But we gonna see. We gonna see. Like I said, I just keep taking cuttings from Lucy. I'll eventually. We're gonna see if Lucy ever give us lemons. Like I truly don't know. All right, now this one is a white Marseille fig, same as that other little spider-looking plant back there. All right, and this one is the Delta fig. As you can see, I have a bunch of air layers on it. You know what? I do not know how long it's been since I air layered this. I know a couple of months ago I air layered some. They took pretty much a month exactly. We don't want to mess this up and look up on here. Well, we ain't gonna really mess up anything other than the hole that I'm using to water. I'm looking for roots. Don't really. I see what I think are a couple right off. So we ain't gonna mess with that no more. That's been doing fine. Leave it alone. So what I'm trying to do is see if I can air layer this feed this time of year. I usually only try to air layer stuff in the spring, but I found that I was able to air layer these figs on the spring and the latter part of the summer. This right here is an elderberry we got from somebody at the farmer's market. They asked us if we wanted it. We said yeah. She said my husband said I can't grow no more plants. Can y'all take it? So yeah, we'll take it. We'll see if we can get some life into it. We trying to grow it. We wanted to grow some elderberries too. Now this one here is a Cadota fig. It was suffering from rust, but now all the leaves are starting to grow back. We're gonna propagate this one, make it into an air layer, and then I'm gonna see if I can make like 3 trees out of this one branch. So we should be able to. That's gonna be one. We'll probably cut it right up in here, and start trying to make another one out the other piece. All right. Oh, this mulberry finally got some green back to it. That's good. Now, that looks bad. Probably gonna feed that. That is a mango. That's a mango seed. Got a mango, ate it, left the pit outside, dried up, grew it. Now these 2 little ones are longanberries. Another patron from the farmer's market asked us if we want them. So he had a bunch of them. It's like, man, you want these too? Bro, yeah. Now what is it? He said longanberry. I said, that thing like a ganip, ain't it? He was like, yeah, like a rambutan. I was like, yeah, okay, then cool. Okay, yeah, I want to grow it. And I need to watch where I'm stepping because it's poison out all through here. Yep, like right there. Bam. Right there. Them leaves are 3. Leaves are 3, let it be. Learn to identify it. So you don't step on it. Well, no, don't walk around barefoot. All right. Oh, this is where we currently are. Left off yesterday. Left the tiller where I was working at last. Usually when I till, this is just me. I till in a circle or a square, and I kind of work my way in. Right now, once I do that, then I usually till left and right. Then I till up and down. While tilling left and right, it was nice. The tiller wasn't bouncing around. It was kind of just staying in the soil. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go up and down. We're gonna see. Well, I might just put some time in. But what I have been doing, tiller runs for about an hour, gets hot, turns off, then I do something else. So I was digging out little trenches to put the logs in. The trenches are to kind of keep the logs from wanting to roll, right? Like I can roll them out the little trench, but not by themselves. And then we're gonna cut little notches on them to try to promote them to stay still, right? You see how that work, right? So since I'm standing down here, the one that's going horizontally can't roll because it has another one on top of it. This one is not really gonna want to roll left or right because downhill is at the end. That's my thought. The cuts don't look good. The cuts look bad. Look, that cut. That's two. That's the cut was so big. I just took a chunk out of another one and put it in there. But yeah, so this is what we're gonna work on when we pick this okra. We I'm more likely gonna turn the tiller on first and finish tilling that last little strip before the tiller just says it's too hot, bro. I'm done. And it's dark. That was last night. So we're gonna finish that up, and then we'll probably start laying some logs and trying to get them level. Why level? Two reasons. One, I like the way it look, and then two, I don't want all the water to run from one end to the other, carrying soil and nutrients with it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to make my planting area as relatively flat as possible. I ain't trying to OCD that thing, but I don't really want the water to be running because water's gonna pick up speed. Water is heavy. Water carved the Grand King, so let that sink in. Took a while, but water did it. Let's see, man. Normally I put y'all on my chest for this, put y'all on my kangaroo couch, but I think today we just gonna kind of set this tripod down and let y'all kind of get a view of what's going on from a distance. Flipper ripper, because I think that's more time consuming. I'm already gonna have to make several trips to empty my pockets. Bruh, okra patches for real though, ain't it? For real. You know what, man? Forget it. Forget it. Flipper ripper, get out of my face. I'm gonna go ahead and put y'all on the kangaroo couch, and we just gonna make this thing work. We gonna make some shake. We gonna make some shake. You daggone ants, bro. Get off my okra. See, ones like this won't leave the house. We gonna wash it, gonna cut it up, and then we gonna put it in the dehydrator. We gonna make some okra pie out of it. We gonna make the okra pie. I need to do some maintenance on these gents. The oil, y'all. Bruh, ants, come on, man. Like y'all you're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. That's not even going anywhere but the ground. Any ones that are deformed looking, we gonna pretty much just drop them things. Alright. See, now my issue is letting the okra get the size right. See, like this size I like. I like this size. This is like my favorite size. A little tad bit bigger. But then, somebody gonna be like, where you got all these little okra? And the little ones are the tender ones. I mean, what you want me to tell you? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, radio. All right. So we gonna first make sure y'all can see. This is why I wanted to leave this thing. We're trying to make sure y'all can see what I'm doing. It feels like that. We gonna see. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start grabbing a couple of these and cooking them and see if they stay hard. And if they still stay hard after I boil them for 15, 20 minutes, or however long you boil okra, then we'll pick them smaller. All right, my bad. I know y'all probably can't see because the leaves in your face. Forgive me. Forgive me. All right. All right, fighting the urge to get the little ones, fighting the urge to get the small ones. Sometimes I just can't help it, man. I just like that side. I like that source. But these here, these are tall. I think these gotta be pushing like 8 feet. Ain't pretty soon I'm not even gonna be able to reach up there. I gotta lean back so y'all can see up there. Yeah, I want to get that okra too, but we gonna let it make it. All right, but we gonna get you though. Forgive me, I know y'all probably can't see it. This is like right over my head. But if I'd have left the camera up there, y'all wouldn't be able to see me at all back there, back here. All right, this is pretty good. I've learned at this height, when they at this height, put on some eye protection. These leaves kind of serrated. Not ain't no kind of serrated. They are serrated on the edge, and they kind of hurt hitting you in your eye. Speaking from experience. I mean, it ain't life shattering, but it's like, damn it, this plant just stuck me in my damn eye. Make you want to cut it down. You have to talk to it, boy. You would be glad you producing food, because you was gonna be out of chum. All right, as I come through, always doing a little cleaning. That's my ability. They wouldn't look like this if I wasn't breaking. While I was in here doing this. Also, you don't have to plant your okra this close together. These okra I planted on a double row, and then my see, it's two rows of okra per row, and then I only have the rows 2 feet apart. I was really trying to stack them in. I don't even know how far you're supposed to put an okra row apart. I truly don't. Probably 3-4 feet maybe. I actually didn't look it up. I just said I'm gonna go with 2 feet and rock with it. Alright, we are moving along. Moving on along, moving on. And, you know, and what I found about okra, you're gonna always forget 1 or 2, and they're gonna be bigger than you want. Coming to at the end of this season, this okra growing season, we're going to let some of them get big, because we do harvest our seeds. These okra grew from seed that we harvested last year. This is Clemson Spineless, which is an heirloom variety. So all the seeds grew up looking like the parents. Hold on. Gotta make some adjustments. All right, let's see. Okay. All right, where we leave off at? I'm gonna lean y'all back just a teach. I'm gonna go back and rewatch this video at some point and be like, bro, I ain't showing nothing. All right. Oh, look at it. Got a bee. Y'all see that bee? Sitting here chilling. And this will probably be like one of the fewest times you won't get stung by bees and wasps when they out there eating. Because most times, insects like that only sting when they feel threatened or protecting their homes. So people always run from bees around flowers. I'm like, bro, they out there chilling. As long as you ain't messing with their food, they ain't messing with you. All right. We got about a pocket full of okra. Not a whole lot, but decent harvest so far. So far, so good. Okay. You're coming with me, Quaid. Oh, I see one on the other side. I see 2, I see 3. You not like me? Yeah, I grew up on the other side. No silver spoon, I had to struggle for my $sign. All right. We are making some progress. We are making some progresses. This is around that eye height, bro. Get out of my face. My face, Craig. All right. But when they start sending out them side shoots, you gotta be paying attention. Cause they ain't all okra ain't gonna just be at the top no more. It's gonna be what? What? All right, let's move on along. Everything through here is looking okay. We're gonna get y'all a little bit longer. Not y'all too though. Y'all gotta come with me. Y'all ain't do nothing wrong. Y'all did everything right. Yeah. All right. Let's get rid of some of these ugly leaves up in here. Oh man. Move. Get out the way. Get out the way. See what I'm saying? Look at this. This is too big. This will be this will be a candidate for one that I would just let stay on the plant to harvest some seed from. Both of these actually, because they gotten so big. But do I want to do that? The reason I'm tripping is because once I do this, it's going to signal the plant to stop putting out flowers and stop making okra and to finish the okra that's on the plant. That's why we harvest frequently, is to trick the plant. The plant is trying to make seeds to spread its genetics. So you keep cutting off the seeds and the plant keeps trying to grow more. That's why it keeps growing. But at some point, you let them pods stay on long enough and that plant switches from, hey, we can stop making flowers to let's finish maturing these seeds. That's what's going to happen. I think I don't even know how long that's going to take, bro. Let's do this. We're going to get rid of these. They too big to eat, I'm sure. I'm about 100% positive. Clemson spineless okra is not one of them okras you let get big. That don't. But either way, this big one definitely gonna get dried and used for, or you can use straight for okra water. Like the big ones you can use for making okra water as well, which is just some okra cut up in some water and let sit. You drink that snot. I'm sorry, I know that's disgusting sound, but that's what it looks like, though. I don't even know the health benefits of it, honestly. I mean, at a minimum, I'm pretty sure you're getting the nutrients that's in the okra just in the water, right? I mean, common sense that thing. Figure that out somewhat. Got another little period homie down here. Decided to group him with these giants. Why? I heard. But it's not bad looking though. Got a few little peppers on it. These little red little bullets. I don't think they're gonna get much bigger. They looking pretty good. Might be time to come through and harvest some of them. Alright. Now some of them we're gonna let get old on the plant, right? Because we're gonna harvest the seed to grow some more. I'm just looking at okra now. This kind of got me second guessing. It's one of them things where I like the size, scared of it getting too big. Because I have not been picking okra twice a day. It's just been pretty much once a day. Oh, see, and I just walked on this side and didn't even see this buddy. Didn't even see him. All right, looks pretty good. I think I'm satisfied. I'll be out here in the morning again picking okra before the market. Wait, today is Friday, right? Yeah, before the farmer's market. Let's unload my pocket. Let's see what we got. Monsters. I can buy some bottle. Godzilla. Alright. Better hit the deck like a cardilla. Come on. Let's go, pocket. Okra flower. Alright. By finishing up this, that's the okra. These are the blackberries. That's my spider. You probably can't see that spider. The spider just been chilling. He finally started building his web up in this area. He was building across here, and I move it over here. You know what I'm saying? By moving, just move one corner of it. I guess he got the picture. Got tired of me walking through it. All right, okay, I'm gonna leave that little okra alone because I want to get it. So we got to also prune the blackberries. We got a couple more growing out of the ground, which those will get dug up and sold in the spring. Yeah, gotta prune and tie up the blackberries. Yeah, and make some more propagation, make some more cuttings. We have some strawberries. These strawberries are the same ones in the garden, in the upper part of the garden. These are the same as well. These are around my blueberries. This is a Tiff Blue. That's a Climax blueberry. These are some Sequoia strawberries. This is a Blue Sunshine blueberry. I think these are Alpine strawberries, but they're different. These were putting off runners while these were setting fruit. So I didn't even have the same growth habits. We put 3 of them out here because that's how many we had. And within a couple months, it just ran and filled this area in. Now this is a pink lemonade blueberry. Yes, we got it I'm lying. We got that this year in the spring. It had a few flowers on it. I left them on there because I wanted to see the pink blueberry. Never seen it before. And they were pretty good. I mean, it tasted like a blueberry, just pink. Yeah. Some more ants biting me. Stop, please stop biting me. Now this is the grapes. This is me trying to figure out how to grow grapes. You know, work in progress. We do get grapes off this one though. We gotten grapes off this one for 2 years. Not a lot, but a few of them. It kind of tastes like muscadines. Um, I'm also planning on growing some muscadines next year. Bought a bunch of muscadine this year, saved the seed. So probably right here, from Chim all the way down toward the fence, we probably gonna put up another trellis and grow some muscadines on it. I like muscadines. Spend a lot of money on muscadines. All right, now that that's out the way, let's do this. Let's move this up here, cause I smooth walk off and leave this thing out here, and then be mad when the sun make them all soft. So we're gonna keep you in the shade though, buddy. All right, sit, boo boo, sit. Woo, good boy. All right, so I'm gonna set y'all up on the tripod now, and we're gonna finish doing a little tilling, and then we're gonna get the trench and shovel, and then we're gonna start scooping out a little trench, and we're gonna start trying to level a log. All right, let's put y'all up on him. Flipper ripper. We're gonna put y'all up him like this. We're gonna try to make sure that's a little. Cause y'all on the incline, so y'all gonna have to just deal with the fact that this gonna be all catawampus. My bad. But that should get me to ride. It's gonna have to work. All right, let's see what we got. See if we can get these tillers started. I think we did it. All right, get it like a minute. Get it like a minute to warm up. Okay, so I can be seen a little bit. And like that, we're done. Yeah, I need to make it a habit of starting to clean these tiles whenever I'm finished. So when I pick it back up, it's ready to go. Set yourself up for success. All right, cool. Now that that's out of the way, um, don't you know? Let's flip a ripper. Now that that's out of the way, guess I can put y'all. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna keep y'all on my chest. I'm probably gonna put y'all back, cause all that bouncing around don't make it for a good video. I'm gonna put y'all back. Now what we're gonna do now is, God, this log here is heavy. This log is heavy. This is the heaviest one I have to move so far. Now we're gonna dig out a trench, and then we're gonna roll the log in the trench, and we're gonna try to make sure the log is level. You know, does it need to be 100% level? No. Now I built this little A-frame to try to determine level on ground, and so just looking for the bubble. Y'all can see that bubble. Yeah. So that means it's pretty much level. You know how to read a spirit level. You know how to read a level. You know that that's level for the most part. I mean, it ain't. I'm not trying to be exact. Just close. Like that's cool. Like that one is saying that it kind of needs to go up on this far side a little bit. But if it's not 100% level, nothing's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be the end of the world. But yeah, I think I might move y'all a little bit closer. But yeah, we're gonna put y'all in a stationary position. Flipper ripper. So y'all can see what's going on and not bounce around everywhere. Y'all ain't gotta take y'all Dramamine to watch this stream. Uh-oh. I just made a rhyme. I'm a dope rapper. Wait, what am I trying to look at? Is it looking at it? So you go get it. That's cool. All right. We're gonna grab this trench and shovel, and we're gonna work off get off my toes. Now, normally when I do this, I kind of try to see how the ground is sloped before I start doing this. Um, but the log ain't straight. I'm seeing one log, one end log, fatter, the other end's a tree. Right at the base and right at the top. So I quit doing that. That was extra. I spent time trying to level out the ground. Only realized, bro, you're gonna put a non-even log onto a level surface and you expect it to be level. But still work. Still have to make micro adjustments. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Put the camera on the wrong side. Alright, now last time I dug the end going this way too deep. And I had to backfill, so we're gonna go the other way around this time. I'm gonna not put as much in there. Dig out just a little trench. Not assuming that there's any slope. Am I? Did I on? Did I get in y'all way? Am I in y'all way? Is I'm in y'all way? Am I ism? We're gonna make this a bit wider though, so we know we're dealing with a wide log. Outside too. Oh, I'm not really gonna have to. I'm gonna till. At some point, I'm gonna till up everything, I believe. If it's no more than just to get the grass to grow. So pretty soon it's gonna be time to start riding around on trash day looking for brown boxes like Amazon boxes. Pull the tape off on them, any type of packing material, and put them down on the ground, preferably before we get the wood chips. Kind of treat it like a weed fabric, but a natural. Digging and hoping and digging and praying. Not like I'm reaching out and step forward. I know I said I wasn't gonna do this. But I kind of want to grab this A-frame and kind of see if I am even digging level. What it is though. Can't believe it. I'm not saying it's gonna be up when I put the log, but it's a good start. I guess what I'm trying to do is make sure I ain't digging too deep on one end or the other. Hey buddy, little earthworm. It's good to see worms out here. Good to see. Worms are usually a sign of things going right in the soil. They need something to eat. They ain't there. They're not there if the food's not there, right? Start seeing animals. They are where they are because they have what they need to survive. In most cases. splits. So every time we roll this log back and forth. Well, let's see. Let's see how close we get this thing together the first time we roll this log. Well, ain't nobody saying that. Nah, I ain't about to talk about that. I really don't want to roll this thing. Let's stop. I've never rolled any on one time, so why am I tripping? That's in. Jack, can I pick this end up though? Bruh, I ain't gotta pick this end up. Wait, y'all can't even see me. Y'all can't even see me. Listen, can y'all do you see? All right. Whoa, whoa. That end is in the hole in the trench. This end isn't. I'm not even gonna attempt to pick up this. I'm not. But what I will do is use a little sign, a little leverage, though. Use a little physics. Try to use a little physics to get this thing moving, but the ground is wet. So the ground is. That's alright. That's alright. Get up under there. There we go. Whew. Nope. Not even gonna try for real. Gave it the half-ass. What other way can I science this thing again? Now that's the best bet, what I was doing. I just need the ground to be there. Let's try this. Come on, buddy. Maybe I slide you back some. A little more clean. Maybe that's what I'm missing. Yep. Yeah. I smart. I'm Miss Smart. I'm Miss Kind. Let's go. Now, I know I'm setting myself up for some flawed logic here because this end is the end that was closer to the ground. So this end is flared out. It's gonna make it seem like I'm lower than I need to be. But that's just how it works. That's what I mean by spending time to make sure this is level. Now this is saying that this end needs to be up a little. Oh, inch or so higher. Just trying to figure out how we're gonna do this. Okay, cool. So what's gonna happen? I'm gonna roll this back, take some soil from the high end, move it to the low end. Is this necessary? Absolutely not. Nobody's gonna be able to see that this thing ain't level. There's no reason truly that it has to be level, other than my OCD. And at some point, I am gonna be walking on this. That's just the truth. Oh, you the coolest one of the nerd. Let's it's spinning. It's spinning. No, don't spin. Don't spin. All right. Looks like what's gonna happen is this one's gonna be like this. This thing is so heavy. That's gonna be like that. I'm not. This is one that's gonna be too heavy to be moving 5, 6 times trying to get it level. There's a point of dimension return. Now work smart. You're just trying to work hard for no reason. So until I get some help, that one is going to be like that. Now that is it's killing me too. The ripper is killing me that I have to do that like that. It's killing me that this end. I mean, you can see it. You can see it. See what I'm saying? That end high, that end low. Oh man. And so that's just me, because these ain't the same size. You know what? That's me tripping. I'm not finna trip on. I'm not finna obsess over that. That's gonna be cool, because the bed being level is an aesthetic thing. The more important thing is the soil being level. So I'm not gonna stress on that, because I would. I'm gonna let that rock. So what'll happen now is this log is gonna get shifted this way and roll this way. Dig out a trench. Then we're gonna do the same thing for this area. Then I come back and cut notches in it. Hopefully I can get all that done today. Hopefully. Yeah, yeah. Flipper ripper. So we're gonna go ahead and call that. I appreciate everybody for showing up. We've been on here for hours and change. Yeah, got made some progress. Now I'm saying this that I'm gonna leave that log alone, but you know we got some teenage and young adult males here. Probably gonna get them to help me move this thing, just so I can make that level, just for the aesthetics of it. I'm trying not to, bro. It's just, man, my pops. I hear my pops. If you're gonna spend some time do it right. Do it right the first time. You're just gonna have to redo it until you get it right. But ain't no right, ain't no wrong. It's just how I want it. Somebody put in the chat, bro, leave it alone. Somebody just put that in there. It's good enough. It ain't got to be flat. Somebody please drop that in the chat to say it's good. It is good how it is. It looks good. Flip it. Let me flip it. Somebody please tell me that so I don't obsess over this. Somebody say, Rick. Somebody say, Reaper, that looks good, bro. It looks good the way it is. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no point in you leveling that thing out, rolling that log 5 more times. For what reason? Just because this end is thicker and you want to put that in a little bit deeper, raise that end a little bit up, a little bit higher so it'll look level. I don't even know why. I don't even know. Reaper, that looks good, bro. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you. And that means a lot coming from you. It really does. Yeah, because you'll be my sounding board anyway. Thank you. So we're gonna go ahead and call level in. That looks good. We're gonna move on, and I will have actually hopefully gotten this bed built in a week. Especially considering it was like 2 days I didn't even work on it because I was doing other garden related stuff. Yes, though. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. My bad. I'm such a geek. All right, all right, all right. Let me do this. Let me end this and go do something else. What my little. Let's put all this stuff up and grab my okra. My okra. All right, so y'all know how this goes, bro. I appreciate everybody for showing up. Thank you for spending your time with me. Um, Hopefully your garden is growing well. Hopefully your day ends amazingly. All right. Um, do the YouTube thing. Like, subscribe, share, hit the bell notification, all that stuff y'all supposed to do on YouTube. And then follow your boy on Insta. I am on IG. Um, Reaper Suburban Home. Oh, no. On IG it is I suck at this. ISUCKATTHISSS. All right, that's what we are. That is what who I am on Instagram. So y'all know how this goes, right? Create more than you consume. Excuse me. And you don't have to suck at this because I do. Y'all have a good one, all right? Peace.